Hello everyone, welcome back. This video is regarding dermatological part. We may encounter in clinic many of the dermatological or clinical skin manifestations. Few of them like eczemas, acne, urticarias, allergic manifestations, or blister disorders. Among them, psoriasis is the most common. We know that skin manifestations most common features are like burning, itching, intense itching, or pus formations or scaling. These are the common manifestations, but we need to categorize which based on which disease we can categorize that manifestations we see the patient, and based upon the classification of the disease, and we need to give correct medical aid. So psoriasis, we know that only silvery scaly skins are the main clinical manifestations, but what's the reason behind silvery manifestations we need to know, and what are its causes also we need to know, and what are the main characteristic features so that we can differentiate it from other skin manifestations we need to know. So this video is regarding psoriasis and its main characteristic features and its management. So coming to the definition, we know that it's an inflammatory erythematous papilloscarma. It's dermatitis. What's the main etiology? Among clean skin manifestations, main common etiology are like any trauma or any infections like HIV, AIDS, or herpes, like that, or due to any drugs like steroids or iodine, lithium, like that. And then some allergies or any during pregnancy also we can see. But coming to the psoriasis, hereditary is the main cause. So among hereditary, gene encoding will be there. HLA CW6, it's the main cause, main predominant. Then also we can see autoimmune. These two are the main etiology for the psoriasis. So proper history should be taken and to be ruled out the disease condition. So we need to be careful ruling out the causes. Then coming to its pathophysiology, we can see the silvery manifestation. Why those silvery manifestations are there? Let us see now. Here is it. Whatever may be the triggering factors we have seen above, because of those triggering factors, T cells are activated. So due to the T cells activation, there is an infiltration of epidermal layer as well as keratinocyte proliferation, due to which inflammatory process occurs. If inflammatory process is there, we are well aware that interferons and interleukins are released. Due to the release of those cytokinins, what those cytokinins do, they produce irritation and dilatation of superficial vessels. So that was followed. Next process is that itself. Superficial blood vessels are dilated and vascular engorgement is seen. Then followed by that, what's the next one? Next one is hyperplasia, due to which we have seen engorgement. So there are epidermal cells enlargement, followed by the improper cell maturation, due to which whatever the lipid droplets are there, they fail to release properly. So there will be an flaking and scaling. That's the main reason for the scaling of the skin. Then coming to its most characteristic features, here we can see that is nothing but first one is Koebner's phenomena. What's mean by this Koebner's phenomena is this phenomenon was discovered by Heinrich Koebner, and if you take a pen or take any instrument, draw over the skin a linear line. Along the linear line you will see the skin lesions. So that's the Koebner's phenomena. So that's why the name is isomorphic response. Same phenomenon you can see in lichen planus, flat warts, and vitiligo. And second and third is silver scales. We have seen the pathophysiology, main reason of it above. And now auspicious sign. What does this auspicious sign means? Auspit sign is nothing but when you scrap over the skin lesion. Uh, During scraping, we'll see that layers are removed, the scales are removed slowly, but you scrap still more deeper, there'll be a bleeding. Why this bleeding occurs? Why this bleeding occurs in psoriasis? Because the reason behind it is capillaries are damaged, and there is a reduction in granular layer, and telangitis is seen. That's the reason behind the bleeding. We have seen the characteristic features, so those three will help us for differentiating psoriasis from other skin manifestations. Then next we look upon the classification. We have morphological and based on site. Among morphological we have chronic plaque type. Then it is mainly seen over the back and extremities part. It is more than 2 centimeters in diameter, the eruptions, whatever the plague is in. Then next, glutate. Glutate means a drop like. I'll be showing you the picture. A drop like, and this is less than 1 centimeter in diameter. The treatment for this is only phototherapy and antibiotics, whatever will give a sore throat are to be given. And next, fistula type, it is a life-threatening condition. It may occur all over the body with the pus formation erupting over. So it should be immediately treated with the systemic steroids. And erythrodermic lesions are seen. Then next is based on site is scalp, once which is most common, and planoplantar inverse. Inverse means by the name itself you can see it is means over the flexor, over the folded parts. So inversion, wherever the folding parts like flexor surfaces, whether it is maybe axilla or over the fold of the skin or in between the thighs, back of the knee part. So wherever the foldings flexor part is there, we can see the psoriatic condition. Then in the nails, over the nails you can identify by it oily pitting and oily spots are seen. The treatment for nail psoriasis is nothing but over the nail matrix we need to inject retinoids. So that's the treatment for nail psoriasis. Then arthropathic, it is an autoimmune ones. Autoimmune condition over the joint parts, mainly large joints are affected by this. What is the histopathology? We have seen before that there is a keratositis and polymorpho nuclear neutrophils. Because of these only there is an inflammation, so that's why so microabscesses are seen. Then thickening, irregular thickening, you can see the diagram, irregular thickening, as well as this is the T lymphocytes infiltration, and these are the capillaries, dilated capillary loops. I'm not good at diagram, but for our understanding histopathological part I have drawn this, whatever I understood. Hope you can understand by this diagram. Then which sides it occur over the elbow, knee, scalp and trunk. As I have said before that by nail we can identify by pitting and oily spots. What are the clinical manifestations which are common, like pain, itching, burning, intense burning is there, then scarring over the skin, like silvery. The whatever the scales are there, it's like candle wax. So that's the main characteristic features, and followed by these nails and scalp, you can see the lesions, yellowish, rusty ones. Sometimes if you scratch that, we'll see the bleeding also. These are the clinical manifestations. coming to the treatment part, as I am homeopathic student, so I'll be concentrating more on homeopathic management. But this video may be useful for the allopathic friends also. So I have thought that I should be adding upon dose management, allopathic management. So here is the basic management, so that both the whatever the stream of the medical, they will be understanding it. Mild to severe, we need to use topical steroids, followed by the calcitronin and zetastronin, tar derivatives plus natural UV radiation to decrease high. And if you use these medications in intense form, there is an intense burning, so you need to be careful. If it is of severe form, then we need to you give phototherapy and systemic agents, cyclosporin or like that. This type of treatment is useful for gluteal psoriasis and chronic plaque and pustular psoriasis. Then for the scalp, here we need to use a shampoo, tar shampoo, which should include salicylic acid component. I have said that the glutate, so this is for the glutate. Before only we have seen this. And for inverse, we need to use topical steroid followed plus antifungal creams. For the first line treatment, there is an tricyclone acetonate solution, which should be mixed with normal saline and should be injected. Then we should give I said that the calcitronin, so it's the derivatives of that, maxacalcitrol and Xerotex. This is a third line. Based upon the cause, we homeopathic students, what we need to look upon, we patients, we need to rule out the cause. Cause is the main important, not the disease condition, right? So based upon the cause, based upon the site, based upon the what type of eruptions, what are the thermals of the patient, we need to look upon and we need to give. First line is for sulfur. Sulfur is given in a diluted form in 3x or any dilution. When you indicate sulfur, for next 15 days we should not give any medicine. Then next we have kali bromide, where pustular eruptions are seen with a chilly patient. This is indicated. Kali as, where syphilitic psoriasis condition, this is indicated. Thyroidinum, where cold extremities and feet and eruptions are over the palms and sole. Chilly patient, thyroidinum is indicated and having a history of thyroid. Then next, radium bromide, when eruptions, pustular eruptions or chronic plaque conditions are seen over the genital regions, radium bromide is indicated. This is mainly indicated for the males. Then Colanum rubrum. Colanum rubrum means erythematous. We have seen that morphological type, we have seen erythematous psoriasis. So for that condition, erythematous psoriasis, Colanum rubrum, where over the palms, soles, legs, hands, extremities, intense erythematous lesions are seen, skin lesions, and worse by heat and sunlight and warmth of bed. Then ars bromide is for pustular eruptions and scalp itching. Also we'll give ars bromide. And then arsal, for arsal we have given in a 3x dilution every week. People who are having psoriatic lesions over the extremities and patient is chilly and worse by the warm application, ameliorated by worse by the cold application and relieved by the warmth application, then RSRB is indicated. Then Managnum is indicated when the psoriatic lesions are worse during every menses. During every menstrual period, there is an intense skin and psoriatic condition, so that time this remedy is indicated. So if you guys have any doubts, any comments, please comment and do like and subscribe. In my video you may find many mistakes, hope you can correct it. you can correct me. If you have any more information, please do share. Thank you.